Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Biriluwatimoye, and in this particular video, I'll be sharing tips and strategies on how to actually get into tech sales, especially if you're coming from a different line of job before, how to get into tech sales with 0 to about 1 year experience. This is the video for you. So if you want to see more videos about sales, about how to get into tech sales specifically, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Of course, I'll put on your notification so whenever I drop these videos, you will be able to see these videos. So today I'll be talking about the SDR and the BDR role and how to get into tech sales with this entry level role and what are the opportunities available for this particular role across tech sales. Now, if you're trying to get into tech sales, I would advise if you have 0 to about 1 year or 2 years experience, either in sales or tech sales before, it is better you start with an SDR or BDR role. Now, for the salary estimation for BDR or SDR, if you are working in America or you're working in Europe or you're working for an American company or European company, you will actually have the range about 50 to 60,000 euros, and you can actually earn more in other bigger companies, but majorly the average is around 50 to 60,000 euros in a year, which is OTE, which means the combination of your base salary and your commission. You could actually earn as high as 60,000 euros or dollars within a year. Now, that's the good thing about tech sales, right? Because if you're looking at this particular amount in other industries, you probably require to have about 5-6 years experience to actually start earning this amount. But with tech sales, you can have 0 experience and earn as high as 60,000 euros or dollars within a year. Now, to get into tech sales, you need to start with the smallest of role, which is the entry level role, which is the SDR or the BDR role, which stands for Sales Development Representative or Business Development Representative. Now, I'll be using these roles interchangeably because they're actually the same across multiple organizations. Now, for tech sales or Saas sales, right, which is something I'll still be using interchangeably, I'll be mumbling them up together, right? For SaaS naturally means software as a service, right? Or basically software as a service, which means that you're paying for a particular software on a subscription base. Right now, we have SaaS, the B2C SaaS, and we also have the B2B SaaS, right? For the B2C SaaS, we have the Spotify, Netflix, where you can easily subscribe as an individual, as a customer, to actually pay 1,000 or whatever amount you pay on a monthly basis for the subscription, right? Another SaaS we actually have is the B2B part, which are organizations focusing on providing a solution or a software to an organization, and the organization pays them back on a monthly to month-on-month subscription base. Now, organization within the SaaS industry would naturally be Microsoft, Oracle, Salesforce, or HubSpot. These organizations sell their tool to other organizations for them to actually pay them on a monthly basis. And these are the organizations that will probably require tech sales specialists, because obviously they will need an army of salespeople to actually go out to other organizations to actually sell their products to them and of course bring them in as the customer so they can generate revenue. Now, one of the things you need to understand as a salesperson is that technology or tech sales or the tech industry as a whole is a fast-paced moving industry, which means that if you are quite slow, this might not be the industry for you. You need to actually be someone that actually can think on their feet and move as soon as possible. And that's why for tech sales, you see people to actually get a higher salary, they move from one role to another, maybe probably within 1 year, 2 years after working in an organization, they move to another again, because things can actually change very quickly, which means that a technology can actually be doing well this time, then something comes up or a new technology comes up or an event happens and everything switches. That's why you must be very fast and you must be able to work in a fast-paced organization or fast-paced industry. Now, another thing you'll be required to do as a sales development representative getting into tech sales for the first time is to understand what are the requirements, what skill do you need to own to actually be successful in this role. And there are 2 major skills, right? The first one is sales perspective. Sales perspective necessarily means that you're able to do research, reaching out to organization, not even before you reach out to organization, researching about organization to find out if they fit your customer ICP, which is the ideal customer profile, and of course looking for who are the decision makers within this organization. Naturally, you'll be able to see all of this information online, which is basically probably checking their website or checking their LinkedIn page. LinkedIn should be your go-to page, or you have other tools like Crunchbase where you can easily check about organization and how much they've raised to see how much you can actually spend on tools and if they're trying to raise more money and all of that. So you need to be able to research effectively, then research the organization. Then after research the decision makers to understand, oh, what is their KPIs, what is their objective as a person, how are they currently impacting the organization, what are they responsible for, what decisions can they make. And once you gather all of those information, you can then now use it to reach out to the person to generate meetings. As an SDR or a BDR, the only thing you're required to do is to generate meetings, qualified meetings, so that you can pass it on to the account executive to actually close. Now, if you're generating meetings with them, it means that you have to reach out to them. First of all, they literally might not be selling anything, they're not even selling anything actually. All you're doing is just generating meetings. But one of the things you need to do, first of all, is to reach out to those people to book those meetings. And one of the good things about being an SDR or being in tech sales is that you do not necessarily need to actually walk in door to go and meet those organizations physically. You can actually do this. Most times you're doing this virtually, either via a phone call or via messaging. So which means that one of the things you need to know how to do very well is to actually come up with scripts, which is being able to send the right messages, either probably via cold email or probably send it via text or via WhatsApp, via Instagram or any social media platform where you can actually reach out to your personas. Now you must be able to do that correctly, and you must be confident enough to actually jump on a call to actually talk to your customers to book those meetings. Now, what do I mean by sales qualified meetings? Sales qualified meetings, which is what an SDR is required to do, is that you've understood what is the need of the organization and you found out that there is a need for your product. Now the organization has a problem and there's a fit between what the organization needs and what your product can actually provide for them. And now that's the sales qualified. Once you can set up a meeting with those decision makers, having confirmed that there's a need, that's the sales qualified, and you can then just pass it on to them. So if you're coming into tech sales, this is the role for you. And in my upcoming video, I'll be sharing tools and how you can go about or be successful as a sales development representative or a business development representative. I'll be coming up with different strategies and tips. I'll be sharing all of these tips. So if you're interested in sales video, this is the time to actually subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on your notification, and of course I'll be sharing more details in my upcoming video.